Well, here we are. Let me tell you. Let's just say Mr. Gonzalez has some very, very explicit experiences, I tell you. What I can say though is I appreciate the way he describes it. Like he takes you there, like in the moment. Yeah. So I think this one that we're on is actually, since I didn't decided not to go in order, and just kind of by how I felt or what I felt like reading. At first, I was going in order, and then I was like, you don't have to go in order. Well, actually, he said that, so so I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. I'll surprise myself, even though I was going to be surprised regardless, because I don't know everything in the book. So I was reading. So I was reading Confessions 5, right? And then I also was reading the um the Great Adventures 93 and 01. So that's where I was today. And then I think before that, sometimes I like to go back and, you know, The Boy's Mind. I went over that one. So I was dibbing and dabbing around. I just wanted us to keep, like them together because there's a story and then the confession, So yeah, that's where I've been dibbing and dabbing today. And what I can say is that he really took insight on like each one of his encounters and what he was thinking and processing as he was with these women and how he felt towards them. And it's very interesting because most men would have more of a different look, it seems like, when it comes to the women they encounter, especially when a woman gives herself up in such a way, like as if she's less than or something. So my thoughts and reaction on what's being read today, because I decided that I can't read it out loud and then put it on social media, But let me see here. Now this one here is he had met someone named Giselle, but, and she was, I think, a little on the, bit seaside, but for the most part, like, he really was feeling her, not feeling her like that, but he respected women. Most people probably would say, no, you don't. But in his world, his way, his eyes, he did. As far as, leveling, he didn't think he was better or they were less than because he was with them. And, that's how I feel about today with people. It's like when people put each other down or a man puts a woman down, it's like, okay, well, you were sleeping with her. So how much more is that from you? So I mean, it's one of those cases of where he just wasn't judging, And I think it was more about him, the way he was valuing. It was more about how the respect from them to him, you know, and how he would try to show that to them, and it didn't, come across as appreciative or grateful, as if some women are like that. It's like they respond more, or they feel like it's more valued if you come off abusive to them. I don't really wonder where that's from. I kind of just roll with the whole sociology and psychology thing. It's like it's what you're used to, is what you're around, and that's probably all you see is what you know. That's not always everybody else's case because some people see and they do the opposite, but a lot repeat. And That's why we shouldn't judge because we don't know somebody's history or anything like that. But what is important is how one carries himself towards others, themselves, but also towards others. I appreciate people that respect me because I give my full respect. I'm respecting you when I ain't even saying nothing to you. I ain't got to fuck with you. But I keeps it moving. If you, you know, put me in a situation where I feel like I don't need or want to be around you, I'm still respecting you by me removing myself. Some people just won't leave you alone. I've met these kind. I don't know what's wrong with people like that. I say it starts in the home. But that's my story. It's a whole nother story. But this had just got me thinking and stuff. And he has some very passionate. He makes it sound passionate. He totally can write like a hot sex book. You know what I mean? So yeah. Let me tell you. Well, what man doesn't have things for ass, right? Actually, one day someone told me that they weren't really, that wasn't their shit. I was like, okay, well, each to each his own. To each his own. So yeah, that's where we're at today with the chapters. So we're just gonna spin around and we're gonna have fun with it, and we're gonna ask questions. And now that I realize that I'm not gonna repeat these things out loud, maybe just keep it like a of what it had me thinking after I read it. So definitely stay tuned, listen out for the actual sit downs with me and Mr. Gonzalez, Anthony Gonzalez, aka Poppy J, and hear what we talk about, what questions I decide to ask him, because nobody knows, not even him. And till next time, peace.